Went to get an eye exam as well. Stars up, skirts on there. Comforting the mother. You shouldn't say shit like that, you know what I mean? Hey guys, happy Saturday. Today is a Saturday, November 9th. We shall go downstairs and see what the family's doing. I know it's been a while since I last vlogged, last uploaded a video. I actually have a few things to update you guys on. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Happy Saturday!
Mateo, say happy Saturday. It's not Halloween, but he's wearing his skeleton PJs. Hi, Goose. 9th.
November 9th.
Chris is gonna be off to work in a little bit. How's Mateo doing, huh? Come here, give me a kiss. It's mommy. I don't want the baby. And Miss Jaylene, hi, having her cereal over here. Kiss. Mwah.
It goes like this, and then I gotta twirl myself around.
I don't know who you're trying to copy, but it's not me.
Bye, Goose!
I love you.
Love you too.
And he's off. Yeah, Daddy went to work, huh? Let's close the blinds now. Okay, come on, let's go. Look, you can already reach the doorknob and everything. Oh my goodness, soon. Okay, let's go. Soon this one's gonna be open all the doors, huh? Now I think is a good time to talk about the things that I wanted to update you guys on. I actually made a list on my phone. Let me go get Mateo's car toys so then he can kind of get distracted. And I'm gonna turn off the TV just so I can focus, because I know I haven't uploaded in a while and I'm not too happy about it. Sometimes you're motivated, sometimes you're not, and I actually haven't been updated with all of my like YouTube videos, all the YouTubers that I watch as well, all the vlogs. I just haven't been into YouTube too much lately in general. After I do all the updates, we're gonna put the Christmas tree up. Since Chris is at work and I just gotta keep myself busy, today's the perfect day to do that. All right, Mateo, look. Look at all your cars. Oh my goodness. Come. I don't know if you guys remember, but I mentioned we put the chairs this way, but then the kids started stepping on the back of the chair, which obviously they might get damaged because of that. So I kind of turned them around this way. But even this, Mateo still, you know, turns it around and gets up on the chair, sometimes onto the table, but we always keep an eye on him now. I actually kind of miss just, you know, talking to the camera, talking to you guys. The last thing I saw on this camera that I vlogged was actually Thanksgiving at my aunt's house. Before Thanksgiving, I do want to talk about gymnastics. I don't think I talked about it yet because my last vlog was a lot of footage from August, I believe it was. Jaylene has been going to gymnastics for the fall session since September. She's having fun, she's enjoying it. I don't think we're gonna continue her though for the winter session, only because we do want her to start swimming lessons. I haven't registered her yet for that, but that's what's been happening with gymnastics. You ready for gymnastics? Your first day? Look at her with her new backpack from her aunt. And her new water bottle from grandma. Today's Jaylene's first day of gymnastics. Are you excited, Jaylene?
Yeah.
There's her class over there. I actually registered both of them a little bit later. So Jaylene's classes are every Sundays and then Mateo's classes were every Tuesdays. So for Mateo's first class, it didn't go as I expected. The type of person that I am, before going into like a decision, I always think about like the pros and cons and like the positives and negatives. Going into gymnastics, especially with Mateo, he's very hyper, he's very active, you know, he loves climbing on things. So I figured he's gonna love gymnastics, and with his class, it's like a parent and taught. So I have to join him. I think there were 6 or 7 other, you know, toddlers in the class. Obviously, you know, not everyone can do the same thing at once, so you're expected to wait. The toddlers are expected to wait, and at this age they don't understand how to freaking wait, right? So that was kind of an issue, and he did throw a few tantrums, and obviously when that happens, I just get stressed, I get overwhelmed. And again, like I said, when I go into something, I usually think about the pros and cons. But I was really looking forward to doing gymnastics with him, and I thought it was going to be like a fun bonding moment. I just feel like at this time, I don't think it's for him. I don't think it's for us. Jaylene is 6 years old. It was her first time going into gymnastics, and she's having a blast. So I'm gonna wait until Mateo is a little bit older, and maybe then he'll enjoy it, right? Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in real quick. I'm currently editing this right now, and I forgot to mention the other reason why just overall the parent and taught gymnastics vibes weren't too great were because of two moms. Hopefully my nose is not appearing so red, but I've been sick the past few days. There was one mom, I guess let's just name her Karen. Karen comes up to me and goes, "Oh, I'm so glad my toddler isn't the only one that throws these tantrums." So she said something along those lines. And let's just say, you know, you're in my situation, you see your toddler, you know, acting up. I also have a halls in my mouth right now, so yeah, if you're in my situation and a mom comes up to you and says that crap, like what would your first impression be of her? Like, I don't know if she meant it in a bad way, maybe she didn't, but I feel like those things are not necessary for you to say, especially if you see me, like, I don't know, I feel like a mom to a mom, again, I don't know if her intentions were good or bad, but I feel like in those types of situations, you should just be comforting the mother. You shouldn't say shit like that, you know what I mean? Teo wasn't really the only one throwing tantrums that day, but if I noticed that, I would just comfort the mom, or I'd just be like, "Oh, it's okay, don't worry." Like, I wouldn't say something like, "Oh, I'm glad my child is not the only one throwing tantrums." Like, I personally wouldn't say that to another mom. So yeah, that was the other thing that pissed me off. Honestly, I didn't want to come off as a bitch, but I did wanted to say a lot of things to her. But again, I have common sense. I'm not that type of person that will think my child is better than yours. And then there's this other mom that she sees Mateo throwing a freaking tantrum, and she looks at me. It wasn't a good look, you know what I mean? Like, she's looking at me as if like, "Oh, I'm glad my child is not in that situation. I'm glad my child is here paying attention, doing what she has to do." And mind you, I think Mateo was one of the youngest. I'm not sure if he was the youngest, but it was like an 18-month to 3 years class. That was like the age range. And Karen's toddler, actually, I asked her, I'm like, "How old is your child?" She said her child is 2. So your child is 6 months older. I feel like because your child's a little bit older, maybe your child should know better. Like, that's what I was thinking in my head, but I didn't say it to her. Even when you're at a grocery store, for example, and you see another toddler like acting up, you shouldn't look down on that parent because you don't know what they're going through, especially toddlers. They don't know any better, right? I don't know how to say this, but like, I feel like no matter how much you discipline your child, certain age range, like a toddler is a toddler, they'll act up, and they still don't know right from wrong, but those are things that you teach. Those are things that you teach them. Those two moms totally just threw me off. I was not expecting that. That was kind of the other thing as to why I was just not about that, you know, parent and taught gymnastics vibe. Like I said, we'll wait in the future. Mateo will be fine in a few years, hopefully. That's if we put him to gymnastics again. But anyways, back to the vlog. So that's gymnastics. That's update number 1. Hi.
Hey.
Thought you were gonna play with your toys. Okay, I gotta get her some toys. 1 sec. I just had to get her box full of like pony toys, My Little Pony toys, because it's like up in her closet. Update number 2 was Thanksgiving, and I'll just go over it really quickly. We actually hosted Thanksgiving here at our house. His dad was over as well as his siblings. And then the following day, Sunday, we went over to my aunt's house in Markham, and we had Thanksgiving there with my family. Here in Canada, our Thanksgiving weekend was October 12th to the 14th. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Hey, let me squeeze in. Happy Saturday.
It's Thanksgiving weekend. Chris's family is coming over. Oh, let's not forget about Mateo. He just like jumped. Hi. I gotta change him, but hi. Happy Thanksgiving. We are hosting his family. To be completely honest, it wasn't a mutual decision between the two of us. I would like to spill some more tea, but we'll just leave it at that. I set up the table, and even if we were asked to host, that's fine with me. I always try to make everything look presentable because that's how I am. So we have the kiddie seats over there, Mateo's over there, and then their cousin, and then we got Chris there, I'm gonna be there, and then the rest of the family. Hey guys, happy Sunday. We are currently at my aunt's house in Markham. Tagita. You guys remember my aunt? We're just waiting for the rest of the family. And oh, speaking of, is that my mom? My aunt got some KFC for the kiddos too, which was nice of her. And my other aunt got some nuggets, 40-piece nuggets and large fries for the kiddos. Oh my goodness. Next update is Halloween, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you obviously saw what Jaylene and Mateo's costumes were. Jaylene was Jessie from Toy Story, and Mateo was Sheriff Woody, also from Toy Story.
Oh, good.
What else? Okay, so recent update. My mom actually stayed over this past week. She stayed from the 4th until yesterday, Friday the 8th. I just needed to get a few things done, like renew my driver's license, renew my health card. I had some doctor's appointments, and I actually went to get an eye exam as well, so I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, it was really helpful that my mom stayed over here. So mom, if you're watching, thank you so much for all your help, because it really did help me out. I was able to do a lot of things that I wouldn't be able to do if I were to have Mateo with me, because Mateo's just a handful. He just doesn't sit still. He's very active. If I had him with me, I could have probably still got everything done, but it would just take 10 times longer, and certain things I can't do all in one day if I have him with me. So that's what I mean. It's not that I don't want him with me, it's just, it's easier, you know, if it's just me and I could just focus on what I'm doing. It was really helpful. I got a lot of things done. So anyways, is that my next update? Does that actually lead into my next update? Yeah, getting glasses. So I will be getting glasses. I'm not that, like, my vision is not that bad. My left eye is actually worse than my right eye. I was looking at the letters on the wall, and then he took his little tool, and I guess sometimes I've noticed it, like I usually close like one eye, and then I notice like which ones, like I can see better from one eye. But when he actually did that with this tool, he covered my left eye. I was like, ooh, I could see, you know, I could see well. But then when he covered this eye, I'm like, oh my god, I'm blind. I can't really see clearly. Anyways, so my left eye is worse than my right eye. And so my issue, for example, when I'm watching TV, watching Netflix, for example, those little freaking white subtitles, I could barely see them, and I'm always squinting. That's one thing. And then my other issue is when I'm driving at night, it's hard for me to see like road signs, for example, like the street names, and especially when it's raining, I could barely see like the white lines on the road. Don't think I'm gonna have the glasses on 24/7. It's just when I need it. But the doctor said when I first get the glasses, it's gonna take some time to get used to, which obviously I understand. And he also said once you have them on for a while and you get used to it, when you take it off, it's like you're never gonna want to take it off. You're always gonna want to use it. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll definitely keep you guys posted with that, because I'm actually excited and I'm hoping to get it this week. They said it takes about 10 business days. Hopefully I'll get it sooner, but we'll see. I think getting glasses was the last update. Oh, actually, let me go back to my mom staying over. She's actually gonna come back this week on Wednesday. I think she's coming back because I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday that I have to go to. This type of doctor's appointment, I can't bring Mateo. I mean, I could, but again, it's just gonna be harder for me to do what I have to do if I have a little, you know, little boy beside me. So I think she's gonna stay for a few days. I'll probably go take her to the mall, take her to Costco or something, because this past week she was kind of just here at the house just watching Mateo. I never really took her out anywhere. We actually have a Forever 21 at the mall close by us, so I want to take her there, see if, you know, she can find any good sales for herself since the store is closing down.
Mama.
Yes.
Mama.
Yes.
I did this.
Would you like a snack? Let's get you a snack. Want a snack? Snack, please. Take your snack. Come on, take your snack. Go.
Hi.
Alright, so I already brought up the decorations like last week, Saturday. So we got our handy dandy tree that we've had for many years now. Many years. Yeah, this is the Christmas tree. I thought you were gonna get a snack, Mateo. Last year at our old place, our godson was playing with like my winter candy apple wallflower plug-in. I don't know what he did. He spilled it all over. That's why this one kind of smells like winter candy apple, which is fine with me, but there is a red stain. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Right there. So this spot, it's not that noticeable unless you know, kind of look closely, but I think that's the only spot. I got this one from Walmart. It was only about $15, which is not bad for a skirt. I only wanted this color just to match my theme. I was thinking to get a new one, but I think this will do for now. I actually wanted one of those like soft, thick skirts, but I think I'll just use this until I get tired of it. I don't know if this will stay like that, but that'll do for now. I feel like this is such a silly thing to have. I think I've been using it for straight like 4 or 5 years, so do put it to use. I think it was only like $3 at Dollarama. I actually have to put the other little ornaments. Oh, and the star. I forgot about the star. How could I forget about the star? I don't know, Mateo's usually good with not touching stuff like this, but hopefully it doesn't. This little piece of hair just wants to stick out. Okay, so the time-consuming part of the tree is done, which is like the ribbon and all the extra stuff. Star is up, skirt's on there. I have my little steppy thing here. You press that red button and then all the lights will turn on. I think last year I did have all of this on the tree. Without this, I think it looks fine, but I guess to fill up like certain empty spots. Didn't even use half of them. I feel like the more of these tiny ornaments that I add, it looks very messy. This is a bit more, you know, simplistic, and because I have a lot going on already, like those things that stick out, and then like the bigger ones, yeah, it looks better. It looks more put together this way. So these I got from Dollar Tree years ago. This one says, if it's gonna focus, most loved mom. I have to go back to Dollar Tree to see if they have any other mom related ones, because at the time they only had this one. And this is Princess. I also got to get one for Mateo too. Of course, this represents Jaylene, and then Chris has one that actually has his name on it. It's red. It says Christopher. I think it's upstairs somewhere. So I gotta put that on here. So I just put Mateo down for his nap. Jaylene's upstairs playing with her toys, and I'm about to have some lunch. My mom actually made this before she left. If you guys need to know one thing about me, is that I love shrimp. I could eat shrimp like all day, every day. This is a Filipino dish called sinigang na shrimp. So it's like a sour soup with, I think this is bok choy she put in there. There's ginger, onions. Oh, did she put celery in here? I think that's celery. But yeah, it's so good. Hi. What happened? Did you have a good nap? Yeah. Hi. Who's that? Who's that, Mateo? I'm gonna put the laundry away, okay? Yes. Oh. You hear Ate? Jaylene?
Yeah?
Clean up your toys, okay?
Okay.
Since Mateo's awake, you can make some noise now, okay?
Okay.
Where's she? She's over there. Yeah. Oh. Can you see your face? I love you. I love you. Yes. Put mommy's laundry away. Oh, it smells so good up here. I'm just burning the one winter candy apple candle. It smells so good. Oh,
Why does it smell good up here?
Because I'm burning the one candle downstairs. It's so strong, you can smell it up here. Hey guys, so that's all I have for this vlog. I know it was a bunch of updates, but now we're all caught up together. I would love to know down below your feedback if you prefer shorter vlogs or longer vlogs. If you made it this far, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Also turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our brand new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.